Well, some really memorable scenes so far this morning here at the Excel. Don't go anywhere. We have more bronze and gold medal matches coming up very shortly indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players and officials for the women's singles class 1 to 2 bronze and gold medal matches at the London 2012 Paralympic Games.
And a very warm welcome to the Excel Arena in London for this seated volleyball competition between Great Britain and Morocco. A must-win game for both of them because they both lost 2 so far. Morocco losing in 3 sets to Egypt and also to Germany, while the home side have lost to Russia as well as to Egypt as well. Best of 5 sets between these two teams, and we're about to get underway at the Excel Arena. First points to the British side. It's going down well with the home crowd. John Munro, the man with the spike who plays for the London Lynx in Tower Hamlets in the east of London. Morocco back in touch with that point with the English ball going beyond the baseline. Of course, the team that gets the point then gets the serve. This is Abdelrahim Anis, the captain for Morocco, serving. No more than 3 consecutive touches per team if you're new to this form of volleyball, which doesn't actually differ entirely from the volleyball you may see in the Olympics or elsewhere. Delight on the English team again, and congratulations to Robert Richardson from his teammates. Number 7 at the net, John Monroe as well. Justin Phillips with the serve. Putting his team 3-1 up. Phillips again. Return ball by Al-Jamili of Morocco. Prodded over the net by Charles Walker. Richardson setting up. John Monroe again. Justin Phillips unable to keep that one in play. Delight for the Moroccan team back in contention. That takes it level for Morocco at 3 apiece. El-Jamili serving for the Moroccan side. A point that Great Britain thought they'd won, but it's gone to the Moroccan team. Sari Manis of Finland, the first referee, you can see just behind the net post there. But that'll do nicely for the home side. John Monroe again influential on this sitting volleyball team. Deep serve coming in from Monroe. Delight on the Moroccan side from Karim Asadi. Hails from Saleh in the northwest of Morocco. Service by Khalid Hitabi. Powerful shot coming in from the Great British team.
Number 7 is Rob Richardson for Britain.
Charles Walker, the man, just failing to get that tip over the net. Next to him, the number 8, Anton Raimondo, another player from the Tower Hamlets in the East End of London. Younis Zaboul serving for Morocco. Charles Walker with the serve for the home side. Block coming in from Richard Dobell there, plays in London, number 9 player blocking at the net. Only 3 touches per team before it has to go back over the net, of course. The idea, of course, to spike it up if you can, pop it in the air, crash it down. So far, so good for the British side. Fairly new to this sport because there was a bit of a hiatus. It was a sport in Britain that was disbanded in 1991, but was reinstated, of course, once Britain was awarded the Paralympic Games in 2005, making their first appearance at this event. Alan Legrand is their coach, who's giving them a talking to there.
Tense, but fantastic to be here. Bring up the noise! Charles Walker.
8-7, Great Britain leading this Moroccan side of the Excel Arena in London. It's been a good opening period for both sides. Not much to choose between the two of them. Tell that to Robert Richardson, though.
Charles Walker to serve.
Some delicate work coming in from Karim Essadi on the Moroccan team. Delicate tap over the net from the number 11 on the far side. Morocco looking to get back onto level terms with Great Britain. Big hit coming in from Justin Phillips. Another London-based player for this British side.
Number 8 is Anton Raimondo.
John Monroe again with that spike for Britain.
Great Britain with a 3-point lead. Here comes Anton Raimondo.
Raimondo with the serve.
From Anton on that occasion. Here comes next round of the libero. You'll see that happen frequently. This is a good start for Great Britain. Richard Dobell.
And again, some Moroccan mistakes giving the points to the home side. Delighted to be taking a 4-point lead. First to 25, of course. Best of 5 sets.
That's the second service error. Keeping Morocco handling that right now. Number 2,
Abderrahim Anis of Morocco. Another one from the Saleh town in Morocco, but to no avail. Point goes to Britain. 4-point lead retained. Justin Phillips, the man with the spike. It's got a spike of 160 centimeters, one of the tallest on the British side. Phillips to continue the serve.
number 10, Charles Walker, trying to block the ball. His bottom came off the floor. We explained that rule point to Morocco.
Good play again from Karim Essadi, one of 5 players of the Saleh club on this Moroccan team roster. Same player again. This time points going to Britain, 16-12. Players, of course, have to remain in contact with the ground. We saw a point a while ago where One of the players was deemed by the referee, Sari Manaswa of Finland, to have lifted his backside off the ground. It's going to be deemed illegal in this sport. As I was saying, quite a few players in Morocco from the Sali region. It's from the Berber word for rock, Azla. It's in northwest Morocco, not too far from the capital, Rabat, providing the likes of Abdurrahim Anis and also Hicham Aziani, Rashid Abdullafi and Karim Asadi. Ian Legrand is the British coach, making sure his team are aware of just exactly what he wants from them. Charles Walker, nearest to us, plays for the Surrey Gators in Dorking, in the south of England, just south of London by about 20 miles.
We're ready to go again. It's John Monroe for Great Britain.
4-point lead for the home side over Morocco in the first set of this best of 5. Point going to Morocco against Charles Walker. Once again, it's Karim Asadi who is proving to be quite a player for this Moroccan side, the number 11. Walker blasting wide, and that's going to be Moroccan points. So from 4 points down, they're back in touch at 16-15. Asadi again delighted with Morocco going level at 16-all. That was a good period for the Moroccan side. They were down 16-12 going into the timeout at 16 apiece. Work for the coaching staff to do to get this Great Britain side back on track, back into the position they were just a few minutes ago when they were making the points against this Moroccan side. As mentioned, Morocco losing to Egypt by 3-0. Same score against Germany. So they're playing to get a first victory on board. Britain as well going into this with 2 losses so far. That's a mistake by the Moroccan server Khalid Hitabi. One of a number of players from Tamara, one of the coastal towns on the southern Atlantic coast of Morocco. Robert Richardson serving for Britain. (18-16) the score in the first set.
Tension is building, Steve. Morocco lost the momentum. It was a great time out for being LeBron, but it's payback time by coach.
So far an enthralling game between these two sides. Neither, of course, can really historically compare with the likes of Iran, who are known as the Brazil of sitting volleyball, winners of the gold medal in Seoul and Barcelona and Atlanta. Bit of a blip in Athens when they lost to Bosnia-Herzegovina in the final. Iran just taking the silver in that event, but they came bouncing back in Beijing, and of course, nicely for them, beat Bosnia-Herzegovina in the final 4 years ago. So two teams with very different pedigrees and histories with regards sitting volleyball, and for Great Britain, a first Paralympic performance in their home games. Richardson to serve, with Britain in the ascendancy by 2 points.
He's been scoring all the big points for Morocco, but GB lead by 1.
That's Rana with a return for Britain. Charles Walker with the shot. It was touched by a Moroccan defender, giving Britain the 1917 lead.
Number 10, Charlie Walker.
Walker it is, setting up the point to take them 3 points ahead.
That's why Richard Dover was 200 caps. Here comes Charlie Walker.
Great British team got there in their sights a first set going their way. They're leading by 4. 4 more points to go. Make it 3, 22-17. And a terrific point coming in from Justin Phillips on the far side. Great save by Netra Rana just a moment ago, just there keeping the ball in court, set up by Dobel, and Phillips killing that one. Touched a British hand, I think it was Dobel. It's going to be a Moroccan point, bringing them back within 3. Richard Dobel coming off. Coming on to the court is Ben Hall, another one from the Surrey Gators Club of Dorking in the south of England. Asadi with the serve for the Moroccan side. Killed though on the far side again by Phillips, 23-19. Raimondo changing position. Soft serve. It's going to be a British point. 2 consecutive touches by a Moroccan player, says the referee. Set point on the way. Well, a timeout for Morocco to try and salvage something from this set. They were doing so well early on. They came back from being 16-12 down at one stage, but they're now facing a set point. And time for their coach, Abdul Majid Mana, to have his say, try and reorganize his side, try and do something about, so far, this British ascendancy. In this Group A game, coming to you from the Excel Arena.
With a tactical timeout there to try and stop Great Britain getting a set point. Action Raimondo.
Number 8 with the ball is Anton Raimondo. He's going to be serving. Constantly changing position, goes deep, and that goes too long. 24-20. Perhaps that timeout has done some good for the Moroccan side. Hicham Aziani for Morocco. That's it, that's the point they needed. Phillips it was on the far side, not for the first time, to give that point to the British side, and the first set as well. So far, so good for the home side, to the delight of the home crowd, as you can hear. Not a great deal between these two sides. The Moroccan team will know they're still in this. It's a best of 5. They only went down by 5 points in the first set. The stats showing that they were relatively close. Some of the common faults that you will see being played in sitting volleyball, which we've seen penalised already in the first set. 2 consecutive hits by the same player. 4 hits by the same team, not allowed either. It's got to be 3. Not allowed to touch the net. And you have to stay in contact with the ground as well. So far, so good for the home team, who are being roared on by a very raucous crowd. As the Moroccan captain, number 2, Abdulrahim Anis, in conversation with Sani Manasua of Finland, the first referee. Stephen Jirigny of Australia is the second referee. Second set to get underway. Britain to serve, Richard Doble. That's out. Tell a lie, it wasn't. It's the first point to Morocco. Dobel again. Phillips becoming increasingly influential in this game. Slight disagreement in the Moroccan defence as to whose ball that was. Straight down the middle by Justin Phillips. No joy though for John Munro. Anis to serve for the Moroccan side. Delicate work. Phillips again. He's got a spike height of 160 centimetres, has Justin Phillips. Used every millimetre there to pop that ball over the net. 5-1 lead to Great Britain in the second set. Khalid Hitabi, the man on the near side who couldn't return that ball. Morocco not happy with that point, but it will go to the British team. Actually, it's come back to the Moroccan side. The scoreboard did reflect 6-1 a moment ago. It's gone back to 5 points to 2. Morocco still in touch. Hitabi with the serve. Phillips again. John Munro.
Number 4 is John Munro.
Serve goes long, 6-3 to Great Britain. Hicham Azani serving for the Moroccan team. Well left by Raimondo on the far side. Got the call from his teammates there. You may have heard them scream. Richardson to serve. Point to Morocco. Same call. Thought it was going out. That time it wasn't. Morocco back to within 3. Raimondo trying to sneak a point on the near side. Morocco edging ever closer. Younis Zaboul with the serve for the Moroccan side. It's well blocked at the net by Charles Walker. They'll take a timeout. There he is, poised. So the coach Ian Legrand happy so far with the way things are going for his team. Think about shuffling the pack at some stage. Number 1 there in the blue shirt, Netro Rana. Serves in the British Army, lost a leg in Afghanistan to an IED. Moroccan coach Abdelmajid Mana. Plenty to talk about at his side. Primarily coming from 3 different parts of Morocco, from Tamara, the coastal town on the Atlantic, south of Rabat. Also Horiba, which is about 100 kilometers from Casablanca on the southwest coast. And Agadir as well. Quite a few players coming from Agadir and Saleh. Long way southwest near the Atlas Mountains. Known as the first sardine port in the world. If you know Morocco, you'll know what a lovely place Agadir is. Charles Walker comes from the lovely place of Dorking in Surrey, in the south of England. Skipper Abdurrahim Anis again having a talk with the first referee, clarifying a few matters for his side. Walker to serve, 3-point advantage to the Great British team. Doble, Raimondo sneaking the ball over the net. Referee giving the point to Morocco on that occasion, clipping the net. Two-point advantage to Britain. Karim Asadi, the man serving there. Point going to Britain. Phillips, the man influential on that move.
Number 80's Anton Raimondo. We have sweat on the court. Here we go. Big hand to the games makers.
Raimondo, number 8 for Britain to serve.
Anton Raimondo serves short for once. Into the net.
2-point advantage. Best of 5 setter. Britain 1 set up. First to 25 wins the set, of course. John Monroe fired that one across. It took a touch off Karim Asadi. I think he knows he should have left it. Phillips, Asadi. Good point for Morocco coming from Hicham Aziani, number 9 on the far side.
The rise attempts. The defense is excellent. Number 2.
Well, disappointment in the Moroccan ranks and some disarray because Hicham El Jamili, I think, misjudged that tap there from Justin Phillips. To serve. Asadi at the back for Morocco. Walker, Phillips. Aziani at the net for Morocco. To no avail. That's a 4-point advantage to the home side.
And that's a purposeful play by John Monroe. He stepped back from the net and aimed at the top of the hand to the block.
Asadi setting it up for Khalid Hitabi. But that point is going the way of the home team. They have a 5-point advantage. Phillips to retain serve. Change for Morocco. On comes Mohamed Souabi.
As you notice, the game is very quick.
13-9, Britain leading, as you can see in the second set. Make it 14.
Serving for Great Britain is number 4, John Monroe.
Good serve by Monroe. Doble couldn't retain that ball. 14 to the British side. They have an advantage by 4 over Morocco. Aziani with that serve. Sadi, the number 11 at the net. Delight as well for Hicham and Jamili. 14-11, sneaking ever closer. Aziani, man to serve for Morocco. And that was short, and that's going to give a valuable point to the home team. Raimondo with the block. This is Rob Richardson. – 16-11 lead as they head into a timeout. Hicham Aziani for Morocco, failing to deliver that spike for his side. Plenty for the Moroccans to think about. Only 4 points behind, but they're a set down already. Don't forget. If you're just joining us, a reminder that in this volleyball, there's very little difference between other forms of volleyball you may be familiar with. No player can touch the ball 3 times consecutively. 2 times consecutively, I beg your pardon. It has to be touched 3 times by the team before being returned over the net. The team that wins the point is serving next, and it's a best-of-5 setter. Each set you've got to get to 25 points. Great Britain did that in the first set, winning it by 25 points to 20.
And we're ready to go. Rob Richardson, the captain, to serve for Great Britain.
5-point lead for the home team. Morocco back in touch. Hicham Al Jamili.
He's got passion for Morocco. Number 8 to serve is Yunus Zabul.
Yunus Zabul to serve for the visiting side. Richardson to Doble.
Richard Doble goes long, hit it hard, looking for a touch, didn't get one. So, substitutions for Great Britain. In comes the big guy, number 5, it's number 4, out goes Richard Doble.
So Doble taking a breather. Ben Hall, number 5 on the left-hand side, is on the court. This is Richardson to Hall. That's a good start for him. 17-13. Charles Walker to serve. Point to Morocco, touched by a British hand. 14 points now on the board for the North African team.
Trail by 3, but staying here in this set. Number 11, Karim Sadi to serve.
Walker with the return. Powerful shot as well by Ben Hall.
Went to Morocco. Went
And suddenly Morocco are back within 1 point. Delight from Karim Asadi. It's going to be a timeout. I think the coach of the British side wants to have a quick word, because up until a few minutes ago it was all going so well. Moroccan coach Abdelmid Mana, well, his team are coming back into contention. Don't forget they're a set down already. So just that 1 point advantage for the British team heading towards the close of the second set. Asadi to serve for Morocco. Point going to Britain. They all looked at the referee, not entirely sure what had happened there. James Thomas plays for the Celtic Dragons in Cardiff, the Wales capital. There's going to be a timeout before he can have his first crack of the ball with the serve. But only a 2 point advantage for this British team playing in front of their home crowd, making a Paralympic debut.
We've seen it so many times where you serve with a gap and you miss it. Hope you're enjoying this Excel. We've got a full crowd here today. Another timeout has been called. Would you love this pressure? Steve, we go right back into it, a second time out. Man, there's some pressure on the serve now.
It is, and it's very rare to see 2 timeouts in a row, but you might not see it today. You talk about the pressure, well, how we'd love to see discipline, the hard work, the training, the GPT we put in. So that won't faze them. They're ready for today's game, and they'll be ready for this serve.
So just in case you're thinking about it, guys, this is for potentially a place in the Paralympics quarterfinal here in London 2012. The coaches have thrown the kitchen sink and everything at it now. Here comes the serve for James Roberts for Great Britain.
18-16 lead for the British team. Roberts, who's just come on, will serve. Coming on from Morocco, Mohamed Souabi from Agadir. Terrific serve by the man who's just come on. And that surprised Karim Asadi. Came at him hard and low, he's saying to his teammates. What's a man supposed to do? 1916, same again. Well, I think James Roberts has found a weak point in that far left corner, serving straight to Asadi, who left that thinking it was going to go long. Not touched by the Moroccan. team. So Rashid Abdul-Wafi there, the number 10, left that. So 2017, Morocco to serve through Al-Jamili. Pulling a point back to 18. So Doble is back on for the British side on the far side of the net. Advantage back to Britain and the serve as well. That's Doble with the ball. Spiked by John Monroe. Doble to serve. And that's a terrific shot again from Monroe. 22-18. I beg your pardon, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You can see the replay. Great set by Richard Doble. He goes to the service line.
Morocco getting the ball back and a point back as well. Hicham Aziani there, number 9 there. So 3-point advantage, only 3 points needed to win the set. Service by their skipper. Point goes to Great Britain. 23-19. Home crowd delighted. Phillips to serve for Britain. Low and short. Does enough, gets the point. Set point coming up. Five-point advantage, make the serve count, which they do. Aziani got a hand to it, he couldn't stop it, neither could Younis Zabal. It's a 25-19 second set win for Great Britain. They're on their way. Well, those are the numbers that show that Britain have had an advantage in not only the spikes but also the set scores. And they've been making their pressure pay against this Moroccan side. Both teams going into this game, of course, on the back of 2 defeats each, but both effectively playing for a possible place in the quarterfinals of the sitting volleyball. We're in Group A at the Paralympic Games at the XL Arena. Raucous crowd, lots of music, lots of noise, cheering on the likes of Netra Rana and Justin Phillips and Richard Doble. You can see kneeling there on the left-hand side, the number 9. Abderrahim Anis, the Moroccan captain, very chatty with the referee. Hicham Azani, the number 9, is normally everywhere. And Karim Asadi, what his name means, generous in Arabic. He's been generous in giving away a few points to this British side. He's the number 11, Karim Asadi. You can see him just to the left of your picture. The coach, Abdelmajid Mana, giving his team a talking to. British team getting most of their motivation from the likes of their crowd and their coach Ian Legrand.
Well, Great Britain lead 2-0, but Steve, you just have to have some caution thinking that you've won the game because it's not over, is it?
Of course not. I mean, only a few weeks ago, the Brazilian team were leading 2-0 in the Olympic men's final, and she came back to win 3-2. From where I'm sitting, you can see the focus from the IGB players. They're still hanging in a set.
Let's make sure that you and the crowd get behind your team. Bring your points home.
So it's now a must-win set for the Moroccan side. They're 2 sets to love down. They need to get this to stay in the game. Otherwise, it's going to be all over for them. That's Rana Netra, the number 1 for the British team at the back there. Abderrahimanis, the skipper, is going to serve for the Moroccan side as we get the 3rd set underway. To no avail, though. John Monroe, influential throughout the first 2 sets. Getting that first point on the board in set number 3 for the home side. Good block, but it wasn't good enough from Abdelhani El Fitr. (2-0) to Great Britain. Aziani getting the ball back for his side and a point as well.
Justin Phillips, number 2 to serve for Great Britain.
Justin Phillips to serve. And can't get across the court to save that point there. 3-2. And fitted a serve for Morocco. That's Dobel. John Monroe spiking again. So by Monroe at the back, too good for the Moroccan team on that occasion. 5-2. Blocked by Dobel. Morocco getting back the serve. Mohamed Souabi, the number 7. Hicham Aziani serving for the Moroccan team. That's a point that's going to be replayed.
Goes back to the Moroccan team for service. Number 9, Hisham Azani.
Azani staying with serve, looking for a weak spot in the Great Britain defence. Tries Dobel. Morocco given that point. They're now within 1 point of Britain. Hicham Aziani to keep serve. Goes long. 6-4. Saw a gap at the far end, went for it, but it was just too far. This is Rob Richardson for Britain to serve. Mohamed Souabi, good work on the far side for him. Again, Morocco back within 1 point. No joy for Anton Raimondo. So Souabi to serve. Rana. Charles Walker going long, 6-all. Mohamed Souabi from Agadir to keep the serve. But he couldn't keep the ball in play. Britain will go ahead by 1 point.
Great Britain didn't allow Morocco to get over the hump, as we call it. So here comes number 10, Charlie Walker.
Charles Walker serving for Britain. Doble setting it up for Phillips. We've seen that move before. So another timeout. So far, so good for Great Britain, leading by 2 points in the third set. Already 2 sets to love, up after taking the first by 25 points to 20 and the second by 25 points to 19. Trademark point coming from them. Doble on the right-hand side. Setting up Phillips on the left to fire that one down. And not much the Moroccan team can do about it when Britain plays that way. Walker serves for Britain. It's a bit messy, but it counts. They've got a 3-point lead. Walker again goes long.
Point to Morocco, 9-7 to GB. Hisham El-Jamili to serve.
Al-Jamili, Walker returning, Richardson. Anton Raimondo. El Souabi trying to get in the way. Suddenly momentum starting to move with this British side. 4-point lead in the third. Raimondo again. Aziani returning. Terrific work on the left-hand side by Rob Richardson in retrieving that ball. Doble again setting it up. Anton Raimondo to continue serving. And that's out. Some terrific play by the British side in keeping that ball back in play. Well left by Raimondo, the number 8, who was on the near side, becoming ever more influential. 7-point gap now between the teams. Another quick timeout for the coaches to try and instill something into their players. Not much that Ian Legrand needs to say to his British team. It's going well. The momentum is with the serving side. Raimondo serving like that, delighted with the way things are going. Got a first victory in their sights for Morocco. There is a mountain to climb. They're 2 sets to love down and well behind in the third set.
Here we go, Great Britain back in it, 14-7, Anton Raimondo to serve for Great Britain!
Raimondo serves, Jamili returning, it's Dobell. Hichamal Jamili at the back, unable to retain that ball. Delight for Phillips. His shot testing Jamili, the Moroccan number 3. And it's an 8-point advantage. Still Raimondo serving. Ball has gone out, so Morocco have the chance to build their own momentum now. They've got the point, they've got the serve back. But they're 7 behind, as you can see. This is their skipper, Abdelrahim Anis. Dobell goes long. 6-point deficit. But it's back on the British side. And that 7-point advantage is regained as they head to another timeout, another chat from the coaching staff. Ashley Trodden, along with Morag Lambert, who is the therapist and trainer for the British team. Abdelmajid Mana, the Moroccan coach. Ian Legrand with plenty to say to his side.
The Mockers have stayed on their feet, which is helpful. And Steve, you've noticed what Morocco are trying to do as tactics.
Well, it's the little differences we saw last set. They were trying to call timeout, substitutions. Well, if we look now, legally, at the net, where the players sit, they are allowed to have their feet under the net. Well, if you're there first, then it's all, that's the space that you can take.
So, plenty of contact underneath the net. Richard Dobell to serve.
Phillips again with the big spike, and the Moroccan side can't live with that when it's going at that sort of pace.
Steps out. In comes number 11, Karim Sadi. Richard Dobell to serve for Great Britain.
Doble to put the ball back in play. It's a 9-point advantage for the British team. 2 sets to love up as well.
Point to Morocco.
But Morocco getting that point and getting the serve back too. John Munro amongst in the thick of it again in the middle there for Great Britain. Walker to Doble. Munro making it count for the home side. Phillips to serve. Aziani blocking at the net and claiming the point. Second block as well. Tremendous shot as well from Younis Zaboul. I think he enjoyed that one. He's going to take the serve. Still 8-point advantage to the British team. Zaboul serves. Walker it is who gets the spike. Well, the last time that Roberts came in and started serving, immediately had an impact. Picked holes in the back of the Moroccan defence.
The ball is blocked at the net. Point to Morocco.
Not on that occasion. 2012. Morocco to serve. Hichem Aziani. Delicate work by Anton Raimondo. 4 points away from victory for this British side. Richardson to serve. Aziani, I think, took his eye off the ball there somewhat. Came to him hard and fast.
Well,
22-12, Britain within 3 points of victory against this spirited Moroccan side, who at the moment have not showed any chance of getting close to Britain. Britain winning by 5 points in the first set by 25-20. Slightly more in the second, 25-19. And they're well ahead in the third as well. 22-12, the latest score. 3 points to go. That was the one that came hard and fast to the Moroccan number 9, Hichem Aziani. Disappointed with that. Good serve by Rob Richardson. Richardson again to serve, try and seal this set and this victory for the British team at this Paralympic Games. Edging closer, 23-12. Good block there coming in from Charles Walker and Anton Raimondo. Enough to secure that point. Richardson again. Aziani with the return. Raimondo, Doble. Raimondo goes for the kill. Moroccan hand on the ball, says the referee. Point goes to Britain. set point, match point as well, 24-12. Richardson to keep the serve. Morocco scrapping for their lives. That's it. 25-12 in the third set. And a welcome first victory for this British sitting volleyball Paralympic team, who are delighted with that. The crowd are as well. 25-20 in the first, 25-19 in the second, and 25-12 in the third set, accounting for an energetic and gutsy Moroccan side who couldn't live with the power of the likes of Justin Phillips and John Monroe and Anton Raimundo. But Hicham Asabi and Abdurrahim Anis, be proud of the way their players have performed against what is, to be fair, a fairly partisan crowd. Why not? It's a great British victory and a British Paralympics as well. There's the final score. Victory for Great Britain in Pool A. Delighted to get a win on the board. Delighted on the Links side in Tower Hamlets, not too far away from this venue in East London. So delight for the team and the coaches, disappointment for Morocco, victory for Great Britain. And this has been Francis Collins with you at the XL Arena for this sitting volleyball game. I'll speak to you again very soon.
Okay, Steve, we are ready.
Ready. This initiated level to take on the enemies.
We are at least at professional standard now.
Ring on the competition.
Yes, mate, we absolutely rocked it. Woohoo!
Maybe next time now, let's play in some actual plays.
Yeah, maybe. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, what a fantastic game. I am here with the live commentary team who took you through everything courtside. Yuri, one performance from Great Britain.
Well, it was a brilliant performance and it kept that intensity for 3 sets, which was really important. And the 7th player on the court with the crowd, it was phenomenal.
Absolutely, the crowd were fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause again, ladies and gentlemen. Steve, who stood out for you from the Great Britain team?
They would have to say, we pointed out the setters, Richard Dobell and Rob did an absolutely fantastic job in the setting position, but they were backed up by Justin Phillips and the rest of the attackers. Really good play for them.
But I think we're going to see some highlights on the screen in a minute. What impressed you the most about the way that Great Britain played, Yuri?
What was good about the fact was that Morocco challenged them on several occasions. They got to level the game, but Great Britain found another way of coming back. They didn't panic, they didn't bring errors into the game, they just sustained what they were doing. That was good.
Really impressive. And do you think they'll be able to get confidence in that and push on throughout the tournament now, Steve?
Of course they can. I mean, it stands them in really good stead. They have a very, very good chance of getting through the quarterfinals. Tomorrow, they get a chance to play Germany, and if they can beat them, then they'll avoid one of the top teams near the ball. So this is their chance.
You never know. So right, let's talk quickly now about the next game on court. We have the 5th and 6th best teams in the world. Slovenia and Brazil.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players and officials for the women's Class 11 singles, bronze and gold medal matches at the London 2012 Paralympic Games.